All right, it's still Tuesday the 26th, but now we're back. We've made our way to the back of the building to a safe spot for us to shoot you a video to show what's going on. A few things we want to point out. Again, if you look at the ground, we've got all where their pavers are left covered to protect them. And if you look at that area there, all the pavers are gone. We didn't throw those in the garbage. We literally in-house and with the help of the landscapers got those all picked up. And Lynthia, go look over there. They're all piled up over there so that we're, again, hoping to save the pool deck. And I know I keep harping on this, but doing the pool deck over was never part of the project. It wasn't factored in as a cost. And it's a very significant cost if we have to do it. So I'm just trying to show you that we are trying to minimize this, still give you a beautiful product when it's finished. We can power wash them, we can seal them, and it should look beautiful. But if at the end of the day, we just don't have enough because of what's happening in the construction to do it, well, then we may have to spend the money to do that, even though it was never contemplated as part of the project. So it is what it is. The other thing I want to look at while we're here is the railing between the veranda and the pool deck. So we were not planning on changing this railing because the railing height meets the code. But unfortunately, when the inspectors came out, they pointed out to us that these middle sections with all this really nice design, they don't meet the code because what the code in 2021 says, if a kid can step on this and use it as a ladder to get over the top, that doesn't meet the code. Guess what that means? It means the entire perimeter fence has got to come down and it's all got to be slats like this. It doesn't have to be those shapes or anything. It's going to be that height. And it has to be all that way. We've got to get rid of all of this. So again, not something we contemplated, not a major deal. We're not worried about it right now, but it is something that we're going to take care of that we were not planning on doing. Let's take a look at more exciting stuff than things we don't really want to talk about. You can see the old covered area by the back entrance is gone. You can see another company of landscapers is in here cutting out all of these trees that need to go out. They will be pulling those stumps out because actually where those trees are is where the foundation has to go for the second story. That's scheduled. The digging is scheduled to start for that for tomorrow. The forms are already here on site. They were delivered last night. Let's look up here. Not that it's going to mean anything, but we're trying to give you a peek at as much as we can. You can see where, without being in danger, you can see where the old roof has been ripped off, and here is where the beginning of the new second floor is going to be. All along where those cinder blocks on the building are, there are going to be French doors there, windows. This is all going to be squared out to make this beautiful terrace with the staircase, which is going to go probably where those Robollinis are over there. Also, if you look in the distance, you will see a big change in the last 24 hours. The roof tiles are actually up on the roof. We stayed here last night till late so that the roofing company could actually get those from the ground up to the roof. So you should start seeing that roof go on probably later today. The tile color, if you can't see it from here, is a mixed slate color. So it's all different shades of gray. We didn't want it to be dreary gray like it was all one color. It looks like if you've seen beautiful slate roofs on mansions up in the Northeast or whatever, or the old antebellum mansions down here, that's what it's going to look like. So the next time we take a picture, I'm anticipating you're actually going to be able to see how beautiful that is. We're going to take a walk now over to the fitness center where there are some exciting changes going on there. Hi, we decided to make a little detour on the way to the fitness center because as we walk down towards the ballroom on this side, we figured we'd show you what's going on over here. As you can see, there's a lot of excavation going on in here. They are actually digging out the footings for the beams that have to go in to support the new ballroom. I'm actually standing in front of the doorway to card room B, which actually at this point will be in the new ballroom. If you look up at the roof, that area, where that big pole is in the middle, that's pretty much, no, I'm sorry, the red pole is where the back of the ballroom is going to be. So let's sneak in here for a second. Yep, it looks relatively safe. so you can get an idea of how big this ballroom is actually going to be. Where they're walking in and out, that was your old doorway. That's literally in the ballroom. The other opening in the corner, that's the new entrance to the hallway. So everything over here and all the way out to where the crane is in front of the Bobcat, that's where the new stage is going to be. So they're actually excavating out to make the building wider. It's actually going to go out to where that lamppost is, pretty much. So it's coming along. You won't see this part of the building actually being put together and complete for probably 6 weeks, because right now the truss engineers are doing the drawings for the trusses so those can be made. You would have thought they would have done that already, but some of the things that they needed to figure out were how it was going to tie into this old building here, and that had to wait for the excavation. So it's not delaying anything, but this end of the building, you may see the cinder blocks going up and the forms being poured, but the trusses to put the roof back on are not going to be here for quite some time. Not going to delay the project. As you can see, there's plenty else going on. Let's start walking to the fitness center. And Lynthia, be careful, there's a big trench right behind you.